Certainly. Martin Luther King Jr.'s iconic "I Have a Dream" speech was delivered during the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom on August 28, 1963. In this powerful address, Dr. King eloquently expressed his vision for racial equality, justice, and unity. Here are excerpts from the speech. "I say to you today, my friends, so even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today." Dr. King's words resonated deeply with the crowd of approximately 250,000 people who gathered at the Lincoln Memorial. His call for equality, unity, and hope left an indelible mark on history and remains a defining moment in the civil rights movement. For the full transcript of the speech, you can read it here. Martin Luther King Jr.'s "I Have a Dream" speech had a profound impact on American society and the civil rights movement. Let's explore some of the key effects. Inspiration and unity. Dr. King's eloquent words inspired millions of people, both black and white, to join the fight for racial equality. His dream of a harmonious, integrated society resonated deeply with those who sought justice and fairness. Legislation and policy changes. The speech played a pivotal role in pushing for civil rights legislation. Less than a year after the speech, the Civil Rights Act of 1964 was signed into law, prohibiting discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. Additionally, the Voting Rights Act of 1965 followed, ensuring equal voting rights for African Americans. Public awareness and empathy. Dr. King's speech brought the struggle for civil rights to the forefront of public consciousness. It highlighted the injustices faced by African Americans and encouraged empathy and understanding among people of all backgrounds. Symbol of hope and change. The speech became a symbol of hope and a call for change. It reminded people that progress was possible and that they could work together to create a better future. Legacy and continuing influence. Dr. King's legacy lives on, inspiring generations to fight against discrimination, inequality, and injustice. His words continue to resonate globally, reminding us of the power of peaceful protest, unity, and the pursuit of justice. In summary, Martin Luther King Jr.'s speech was a catalyst for change, galvanizing a movement that transformed America and left an indelible mark on history. Martin Luther King Jr. meticulously prepared for his historic "I Have a Dream" speech, ensuring that his words would resonate with the audience and leave a lasting impact. Here are some ways he prepared. Research and drafting. Dr. King conducted extensive research on civil rights issues, racial inequality, and historical context. He studied previous speeches, literature, and relevant events. He collaborated with his team to draft and refine the speech, carefully choosing each word to convey his message effectively. Inspiration from spirituals and scriptures. Dr. King drew inspiration from African American spirituals and biblical passages. His speech echoed the themes of freedom, justice, and hope found in these sources. Practice and rehearsal. He practiced the speech repeatedly, refining his delivery, tone, and gestures. He wanted to ensure that his message would resonate emotionally with the audience. Dr. King rehearsed in front of trusted colleagues and friends, seeking feedback and making adjustments. Understanding the audience. Dr. King knew that the March on Washington would attract a diverse crowd. He tailored his speech to appeal to people of all backgrounds. He aimed to inspire unity and emphasize shared values, rather than focusing solely on racial issues. Spontaneity and passion. While much of the speech was prepared, Dr. King also allowed room for spontaneity. The famous "I Have a Dream" section was improvised during the speech. His passion and conviction were evident, capturing the hearts of those present. Setting and timing. the Lincoln Memorial provided a powerful backdrop for the speech. Dr. King chose this location intentionally, as it symbolized freedom and equality. The timing of the speech during the March on Washington amplified its impact, as it coincided with the momentum of the Civil Rights Movement. In summary, Martin Luther King Jr. combined thorough preparation, emotional connection, and a deep understanding of his audience to deliver a speech that would change history. Certainly, Martin Luther King Jr. faced several challenges while preparing for his historic "I Have a Dream" speech. Here are some of the notable challenges he encountered. Pressure and expectations. Dr. King was well aware of the significance of the event, the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom, and the large audience that would be present. The pressure to deliver a powerful and impactful speech weighed heavily on him, balancing passion and precision. Crafting a speech that combined passion with precision was challenging. Dr. King wanted to convey his deep convictions while ensuring clarity and coherence. He needed to strike a balance between emotional appeal and logical argumentation. Navigating political sensitivities. The Civil Rights Movement was a politically charged environment. Dr. King had to be mindful of his words to avoid alienating potential allies or escalating tensions. He aimed to inspire unity without compromising the urgency of the cause. Addressing diverse audiences. The March on Washington attracted people from various backgrounds, including activists, politicians, clergy, and everyday citizens. Dr. King had to tailor his speech to resonate with this diverse audience, emphasizing shared values and common goals. Improvisation versus prepared content. While much of the speech was meticulously prepared, Dr. King also allowed room for spontaneity. The famous "I Have a Dream" section was improvised during the speech. Balancing scripted content with moments of inspiration required skill and adaptability. Technical challenges. The event took place outdoors, and Dr. King had to contend with external factors such as weather conditions, crowd noise, and the lack of amplification technology. Ensuring his voice carried effectively to the entire audience was crucial. Despite these challenges, Dr. King's unwavering commitment, preparation, and ability to connect with people allowed him to deliver a speech that would resonate for generations. Martin Luther King Jr., born on January 15, 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia, was a Baptist minister and a social activist who played a pivotal role in the American Civil Rights Movement. His leadership and tireless efforts contributed significantly to ending the legal segregation of African Americans in the United States. Let's delve into his remarkable life and legacy. Martin Luther King Jr. was born as Michael King Jr., but later changed his name to honor the German Protestant reformer, Martin Luther. He grew up in a family deeply committed to social justice and equality. His father, Reverend Martin Luther King Sr., was a prominent Baptist preacher. Dr. King attended Morehouse College, where he studied sociology and theology. His education laid the foundation for his future activism. Civil rights leadership. In the mid-1950s, Dr. King emerged as a leader in the civil rights movement. He advocated for nonviolent tactics to achieve equality. He became the head of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, SCLC, an organization that promoted civil rights through peaceful means. Dr. King's eloquence and charisma made him a powerful spokesperson for justice and equality. Key achievements and contributions. Montgomery bus boycott, 1955 to 1956. Dr. King led the successful boycott against segregated buses in Montgomery, Alabama, after Rosa Parks' arrest for refusing to give up her seat to a white person. March on Washington, 1963. The massive March on Washington, where Dr. King delivered his iconic "I Have a Dream" speech, drew attention to racial inequality and pushed for civil rights legislation.